Yo, 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 welcome back to another game of Spirit Island, everybody. This time we are doing Bring Our Dreams and Nightmares again with violence. And I'm making this video because I just broke 100 wins with violence. This is my favorite spirit, and I figured it'd be fun to get some games going, so let's do it. So I think first we will do... I thought at one point it'd be fun to do these as like a big gauntlet where you go through every different adversary, like one game after another. But I figured that might be kind of hard to follow right off the bat. So in the earlier stages, I think we'll just stick with Prussia. So we'll do 3 games against Prussia, random board, single spirit, level 6. So let's do it. Okay. So this is a decently good board for us. And not a great explorer, but we accept it. So we're doing... okay, so just to give an overview, Prussia is very fast. They're trying to kill us quickly. And they get rid of all their stage 1 cards, so just a bunch of bad stuff's going to happen really quickly. But the good thing is there's only 4 fear cards. So we just need to get through 4 of them before we get to level 2, which we should be able to do before they ravage on turn 2. So that's the goal. We always, against Prussia or anyone else that only has 4 fear cards, we do growth 4 on turn 1, and then we just reclaim from there on out, unless something crazy happens. So I need to put my presence in a land with invaders to be able to maximize both my innate and call the midnight dreams. So I just kind of want to centralize myself here. I'm going to put here. And here we go. Okay, playing 3 cards. 3 fear, 5 fear, or 2 more fear. Okay, that's really good. We will get rid of this one. Okay, so the mountains are going to be a problem because they're happening twice. All right, this is not ideal. Okay, we will push this out of here. Maybe let's push it into here. We'll push this as well. And then we will do 2 damage here, trying to push this guy away. And it looks like we're going to be taking some major blight this next turn. Just 2, but then those will theoretically cascade the next turn. So we'll see if we get lucky with anything. Always love rolling bog, but Carapace land is really good. Except that I can't get into any of those lands, which is sad. So we accept what we can do. So we're just going the fear route. So we hate dread apparitions. That card's horrible, except for every once in a while when it's good. But against these people that we can go fast against, we would just rather go fast than try to defend. All right, so we can defend a tiny bit, but really we're hoping for... I don't want to destroy my presence. That's horrible when you only have 3 presence in the game. Okay, this is probably good. We will gather 2 into our spirit site. That'll help us for Call of Midnight Dreams. Okay. Yeah, that's... Okay, so it's not going to save us there. We'll get rid of the city. Add 1 to a town. All right. I think I'm just going to cut my losses with those 2, and I'm just going to put 1 on the sands. Interesting. All right, yep, like I said, cut my losses with the mountains, and we're going to just hope to prepare for everything else. Okay, coming in the jungle. we'll just put it here. All right, so this next turn, they're going to add a bunch of blight. We don't love that, but we can get a ton of fear here. So we're going to push this in. Now we have 4 Dahan there, so we can do 4 damage, which gets us 6 fear. And let's push this back to the Beast Land. I think maybe that'll work well for us. All right, and we did get some energy on our last turn, so we will just reclaim and go for another minor. I think we'll go Unquenchable Flames. Not that we'll play it, but whoops. I think this is the move. And now the real question is, actually, I guess I'll just do some explaining. So there's 6 more fear we need to get to terror level 3. If I play all of these cards, I can get 6 fear, which is exactly what we need. So there might be times when it would be a good call to put this here and then get the 4 energy in a major. But to resolve 4 cards at terror level 3, we'll probably be able to stop one of these lands. All right, this is one of my favorite events because we never care about discarding cards. So we will always do the bottom one. We can pick one of these. The 1 fear shouldn't be able to do much for us. So we're going to go with this card. And we're going to put a Badlands here. So the 1 damage doesn't really do anything because we can't do damage with this spirit. But having a Badlands there and getting a fear could help us in a second. 1 more fear. Doesn't do anything. Okay. Different land to isolate. You know what? We'll believe. We'll try to spread. Okay, this should do it. Okay, so we'll go here first. 2 damage per land. So we're going to do 2 here, which gets us 1 fear. This should be able to get us another fear card. We'll do 3 damage to this city, which gets us another fear card. All right, so we're good. Now we're defending for a ton. And then I think... Oh, rip. I can't change that one. Let's just remove this to make the life easier. And then if I figure out that my math was bad and we have blight here, I'll go back. Okay, we're good. And then explore does not affect coastal lands. So we will just... You know what? Just because we're just actually trying to just win through fear, I'm going to do this. Just to do 3 damage here. Get a little bit more. They get pushed into there. We'll do this in order to push them right back out. Or push the town right back out. And then we should be good. All we got to do is reclaim and use our innate. And 1 other card and we're good. So I don't even need to gain 1 of these. I'll just pick this for the sake of picking something. And we win. Yep. All right. So I think that was turn 4, maybe. As you can see, we were in a very, very, very good spot. Yes, there were some problems, but nothing that was actually going to stop us from winning the game. So there we go. Okay, let's do another one. Whoops. Forgot the adversary. All right. Here we go. Okay. I really like this board with this spirit as well. You don't have much access to the coast, but we accept that. And that is a very good explorer for us. Let's put our presence here. We're just going to accept that lowest number wetland. We're not going to be able to do anything about that the entire game, but we accept. Okay. 5 fear. See if we get anything good. Just 1 fear. All right, we should be able to stop most of what's happening here. Let's put this here. And then, let's see. All right, so we're not going to be happy with the water here, but we need to address this land. If we don't, we're in trouble. So I'm going to push that into the sands, I think. Then we're going to address this other mountain as well. So hopefully that's okay. All right, so it looks like we're adding 2 blight unless something happens. Ooh, now that is interesting. Lands of Haunted Ember actually seems like it might be a good card here. These cards are actually all really good in general. You know what, I think if I don't love it because I can't totally just clear the land. If I could clear the land, I'd be a big fan. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go Gift of Constancy just to give myself more energy. Might be helpful in the future. And we will pick ourselves. Okay. Okay, they don't ravage unless they're more... Okay, that should solve this land for us. Okay, so then they won't ravage there. Let's see if there's anything we can do about... downgrade the town, maybe. They don't heal damage at the end of the turn. That could be helpful. Let's push this guy out of there, maybe. Okay, so this doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. This adds a blight. Okay, so now they're still doing stuff. Let's add this here. So I think I'm gonna, yeah, so it just happened to be unfortunate the way things are working out with the water, but that's okay. Let's try to, we'll try to help ourselves as much as we can. We'll do 2 damage here. And we just keep dumping everything into this sands. Maybe eventually we'll get a card that can just murder all this stuff. I don't think that the reclaim matters because I don't think I'm adding presence here. I think we just are going to go with the reclaim. Okay. So now we have a bunch of energy. So now it's just a question of what is the best move to make. I don't think that Hazards is the move, even though I normally like it a lot. Rouse is probably actually the move, considering that we have so much energy right now. And that will solve our problem when we eventually run out of energy. Gives us something to replace Predatory Nightmares with. So let's see what we can do here. We should have, again, 3 level 2 fear cards to resolve. Okay, let's see how much energy we would have to pay here. Yeah, we're going to pay 1 energy to not do that. That's good. Oh yeah, and we totally want to add it to Han. No, we will remove the 1 from that land. Okay, defended for 5. That'll solve something for us. I think we're just going to accept that we're screwed in the water and we are going to try to be okay in the mountain in the future. So, we are all good in the high number water. We are in trouble here. Get some blight. Okay, so... how do I get it to show it to me? All right, well... Oh, here we go. So we could get this if we wanted to. I don't like going for the 2 blight per player cards unless you know that they do something instantly that's going to win you the game, because we don't really stop we don't do a good job of mitigating bad things with this spirit, so we're going to replace this. Okay, so this one's, ooh, let's see, is this one better or is this one worse? Yeah, we can totally forget powers. That's totally fine. We'll put one in the jungle over here, and then we get to do a trick this next turn. That's great. All right, so they're coming for the sands, which we knew they were going to eventually. We will do 2 damage here, push this guy into here, push both of these Dahan into the jungle, and then we are going to do 4 damage, which gets us a ton of fear. Then we just push these guys. Where would be the best place to push these guys? I guess we're going to go with the jungle. And then we will pick our own land. And you can see we only need 8 fear to win this game, which we should be able to do by the end of the next turn. They're not even hurting us here, so we should be all good. We'll go with animated rack root. Whoops, not gift of constancy. All right, so we could use this to gain 4 energy and maybe a major, and a major, but we're so close to winning that I'm just going to show how the miners are so good. So we're going to forget a power. We don't care about dread apparitions. Cool. Doesn't do anything too big. Add this here. Gets us 2 fear. Okay, we're 1 fear away from winning. Skip builds here. Guess we'll just isolate this land. Okay, this should be it. And that's the game. So, super simple. Hope it makes sense. Let's do one more. Yep, same score, turn 4. And let's see. Okay, this is a good board. Is this? Yeah, this is a good board. We'll place our presence here. Get our 5 fear. Okay, that fear card doesn't do anything, but it keeps us on track. All right, so it looks like we're going to be adding a whole lot of blight here unless we can somehow solve anything, which doesn't seem like it's going to be super easy to do. So let's do our best. So I'm going to... Do I want to push this Dahan out, or do I want to leave this Dahan in? I think I'm going to leave the Dahan in just for the hope of being able to defend this place. We'll do 2 damage here. Push this guy into the sands, which is not ideal, but gives us some hope. All right. And now let's gain. Okay, so this is going to cost us a bunch of energy, but we can defend some places. So visions is not the move, so we will be doing confounding mists, I believe. All right, let's keep this going. Made it to terror level 2. Now, where do we defend? I feel like we defend this land, because this should put us in a pretty good spot, even if we add blight everywhere else. Oh, okay, so now even that's not defended. Let's put this in the jungle. Hope that helps us defend somehow. Okay, we did remove a blight. That's good. Okay, remove a town. That should be... Okay, so that makes it so we're good in the jungle. Okay, I think if we downgrade this, then they won't add blight. Okay, so they add blight there. They don't add blight there. Oh, they do add blight there. Holy smokes. I guess I forgot how the math works on that. Forgot doing more damage. Let's put this here. Okay, so we got a whole lot of problems. Let's do 2 damage here. Push this guy into here. And then we'll do 2 damage to one of these. And we're going to push this into the jungle as well. All right, we are not looking good. Does this have damage? No, it doesn't. All right. So we are... Oh, we got very lucky here. Because essentially my thought with this is you always want to be playing 4 cards. If you're not playing 4 cards, you are underutilizing the spirit. Doesn't mean you're doing a bad job. You're just where you're not doing as much as you could be doing. So we have to defend the coast here. So let's try to defend the jungle for 4. We'll just let the sands be. And again, we're just dumping all of our bad stuff in that land. We get to destroy 2 things there. That's good. Okay. Isolate and defend. Sure, I guess we'll defend as much as we can in this land. And yeah, I don't think it's going to matter. We will... We'll do this. Okay, so not good. Okay, don't love adding fear to the fear pool. But I do appreciate the extra time. Let's put this guy here. All right, so the sand is going to be a... Wait, actually, that was the wrong move. Yeah, it was the wrong move. All right, we didn't want to put that guy there. Where are we putting him? Probably this water up here. I thought I had predatory nightmares. Okay, so what can we target here? We can do the water, which, let's do this water. Okay, so yeah, Savage Maw Beast is such a good card with this spirit. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, let's do this. So 2 damage here. We are going to push these guys into here. All right, so we are probably going to be adding 2 Blight this next turn. And there's probably not much we can do about that. We're hoping for just a good card period here. We can't threshold Steam Vents. Oh, we're also not... Oh, no. Okay, I had a misplay. Well, that is what it is. I was supposed to leave something in my... the land that I have presence in, so that was a misplay. So I'm not exactly sure what to do. We'll go with this one. Oof, yeah, this is real bad. So we're going to play this and this. Can't even get the fear with this. Oh, this is a horrible, horrible turn. Okay, let's see if there's any other better options to pick here. I'm sure I can remove some blight. So let's try to remove some blight, see if that does anything for us. I don't even want to gain a major, though. Getting rid of this card would be worse. So I think we're going to take a very weird turn here and just play a whole lot of slow stuff. Okay, so if I can get them down to 3 invaders there, they won't do anything. Let's do 1 damage to one of the towns. Maybe that'll help us. Okay, sweet. Okay, that should solve that land unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, they're 1 and then 2 damage per non. Okay, that is good. Yeah, let's try to be preemptive here. So we're gonna do. Oh, I think we'll do 1, 2, just like that. Okay, yeah. So we skipped the Ravage completely. And now. Oof, we don't even have this thresholded. Okay, that's why I should have played Call of Midnight Dreams. That's okay. Way she goes. Push this guy in here. So we can remove a blight, which we will gladly do from this land. Then we will do 1 damage here, which we conveniently have. So we'll push this guy here. Oh, there's actually probably a better way Could I have done this better? Yeah, okay, sorry. Got to do this differently. So we start with Bat Scouts, do the 1 damage here, push this into the water, remove the blight, and then we do 1 damage here, which is 5 fear for us. And where do we push this guy? Guess we'll push him into the mountains because the mountains are already so bad. All right, so the good thing is we're only 12 fear away from winning. And we have stuff back where we want it. So try again here. Yeah. I think we'll be totally fine. This is like one of the best cards you can possibly get. So we'll go with Drought. Or Drought, however you want to say it. And we're just doing this. So we don't care about defending. We are going to just get some fear and trust that things will work out. Yes, we're certainly going to have to get replaced here. Let's replace this one. This seems the least relevant. Oh, no, wait, sorry. So, I guess this is just going to hurt us regardless. All right, so we'll do it. We'll accept. Nice. Remove 1 thing from any land. We will go with this guy because I think we'll be good now there. Yeah, beautiful. All right, so they just had 1 blight. Nothing big. And now we just completely obliterate these guys. Yeah, let's do this here. 2 damage. And then we'll do this here. 2 damage. That's victory. And then we still have Drought, which we could have used. So there it is. There's 3 games against Prussia. I'll be doing one for England pretty soon as well. So this Spirit, I don't think I've ever lost to Prussia in like the probably 20 games I've played online using violence. So it's a pretty easy matchup if you know what you're doing and you decide not to go the major pathway. Because you can still totally win with the majors. You can also miss. And if you just play Bringer's own cards, you should be able to win these games. And then you can often get some utility minor power cards. But you got to... So essentially what I'm trying to say is against Prussia, you can play very, very consistently. Against some of the other adversaries, you have to switch it up a little bit. So I'm excited to show how that works and get some of your input from people. So hope you like this video. If you have any thoughts on how I can improve it, feel free to leave a comment, I guess.